Once upon a time, on Christmas Eve, there was a little girl named Laura who was looking at her book of Mother Goose tales. As she turned the pages, she began to wonder what they did in the land of Mother Goose on Christmas Eve. Oh, there is Wee Willie Winkie running through the town, upstairs and downstairs, in his nightgown. Why, that's the pieman. And Simple Simon, looking in that store. Mother Goose, there's marzipan and popcorn, nuts and chocolate cream, candies pink and shiny. Price, just one day for you. There's Wee Willie Winkie again. He's on a Christmas spree. Strawberry milkshake. Shake one up for me. Then Mother Goose's sweet shop disappeared, and instead there was a wood. A little girl and boy were dancing outside a house. Why, the house is made of candy. I know who they are. It's Hansel and Gretel. And who is that up there? It must be Robin Hood, dressed in Lincoln green. And Rip Van Winkle, deep in a long, long dream. Then, in another part of the wood, Laura saw a little house, painted pink and blue. And inside, a Christmas party was going on. When Laura looked closer, she realized it was none other than the Three Bears and Goldilocks playing London Bridge. Overlooking the wood was a castle on a hill, and someone was looking out from one of the towers. A girl with long yellow hair, reaching to the ground. With hair that long, it must be Rapunzel. Hey, says Wee Willie Winkie, who seemed to crop up everywhere. It's getting rather late. Time to leave the castle to watch the blind mice skate. Down in a woodland glade, a Christmas ball was being held. Little Red Riding Hood was dancing with the wolf. To a gay tune played by Puss in Boots. Little Boy Blue danced with Little Bo Peep. And then, through the trees, Laura could see something else going on. As she got nearer, she realized it was the story of the littlest snowman. Once upon a time, there was a small, lopsided ball of white who was known as the littlest snowman. He twinkled merrily at the passers-by and was great friends with the birds, the cats, and the dogs. There was a deep secret behind the littlest snowman's friendship, for he was the only snowman in all the town who had a heart. True, it was only a candy heart put there by the little boy who had made him. But on it were the most wonderful words, "I love you truly." Every night, when the thermometers had struck the magic degree of 12, all the town's snowmen gathered in the park. The littlest snowman heard their tinkling voices and followed his ears till he came to the place where the other snowmen were playing. Some of the snowmen were having a game of darts with icicles. 9 of the thinnest snowmen were playing snowball against 9 of the fattest snowmen. The littlest snowman was feeling a little bashful until a big snowman cried, "What have we here? Who are you?" "I'm a snowman," said the littlest snowman, "and I was made by a little boy named Tommy, who lives down the road." Just then, all the snowmen noticed a bright light in the sky. "It can't be morning," said one. "See, it's only 3 by the clock." Then a very old and wise snowman spoke and said, "That light is a fire." "Come on," said the littlest snowman. "Let's go and see whose house it is." All the other snowmen were so surprised, their coal black eyes popped out. Then one snowman cried, "Don't you know what fire does to snow? We'd all melt before our time. Hurry, let's go home." Only the littlest snowman went straight to the fire. When he got there, his candy heart sank. The house was Tommy's, the little boy who had made him. "Oh, dear me," he squealed, and ran to the nearest fire alarm box, but his snow arms were too soft to pull the handle. He tried to ring the bell in the church, but though he jumped and jumped, he could not reach it. In despair, he made a lot of snowballs and ran down the street, throwing them through every open window. One of the windows was the mayor's, and the snowball hit the sleeping mayor right on the nose. Soon, angry people came running to chase the littlest snowman, and he led them right to the fire. The roof of the house was now all in flames, and the little boy, Tommy, was in the upstairs window. "Jump, Tommy," said the littlest snowman, and his arms were so soft that it was like dropping into a feather bed. The littlest snowman collapsed from the heat, and the mayor called, "Quick, give this hero the best first aid." He was rushed in an ambulance to the coldest freezer of the ice cream plant. The next day, the mayor made a speech. Everyone contributed so that a statue could be made of the littlest snowman. And so the statue was placed on a pedestal in the park for everyone to see. That was the end of Laura's wonderful visit to Fairyland on Christmas Eve.